What's up, friends and family? Mr. Flip Flop, how y'all doing? This is gonna be living abroad. How? Past video was living abroad. Why? Why you want to leave? Why would you want to live abroad? Now we're going to go into the how. How would you go about it? How would you plan for it? Okay, first, real quick, someone had hit me up about why, since I speak Spanish and I'm around the locals so much, why don't I do videos showing the culture and the locals? Honestly, when I'm out and about amongst the locals, I'm enjoying my life. I'm having fun. I don't really think to pick up a phone all the time. I'll get some videos here and there sometimes, but I'm out having fun. If you go on Instagram, there's some videos, some private stuff here and there of me just having a good time. We just had karaoke up in Puerto Plata with the homies. So for me, since I embrace the culture, but when I'm out on my time. I can't always remember to pick up a phone, pick up a camera, because I'm having too much fun. I'm enjoying my life. So if I can get some videos of that stuff, I will. At the end of this, I have a video at a public pool in Puerto Plata, El Manantial, real nice spot that a lot of the locals go to. I got a video before it got crowded. Now, I couldn't get a video when it got crowded because I was drinking, having a good time. So you got a preview of what it was before it got crowded. And then I also took a walk through my old neighborhood of Barrio Nuevo. And it was weird taking video because I was drinking, but it was weird. Like, I'm walking around my old neighborhood. They're looking at me like, what the hell? But, so when I'm out and about amongst the locals, I don't really stop to take my phone out or take pictures. And I'm usually talking, running my mouth, saying a lot of foul words in Spanish and English, having a good time. So if I ever get the chance, I'll try to bring you more into the embracement of the culture. But also, if you're ever around me, you'll see we go out. I mean, I'm all in. So that's that. Now, how living abroad, how, okay? The number one thing I'm gonna say is, and I think I take this from the bottom of my heart because I think it's real, is recon. How do you go anywhere without knowing anything? I've seen a lot of people come down first trip or second trip and stay. That's cool, but you have to do recon. In my opinion, if you're going to live here long term. And when I say recon, I mean this. For myself, I was coming down every 2 weeks, I'm partying, having a good time. But then I decided to stay a month. Then I decided to come back and stay 2 months. Then I came back and stayed 9 months. Then it was like, okay, we might as well just do it. And the reason you do that is because the area or a place you may like when you visit may not be the same when you live there. Okay, that condo, that villa, that hotel, whatever it is, if you're there for that 7 days, 14 days, whatever it is, that may be cool when you're visiting. But when you live there for long term, it may be a whole different thing. Motos, noise, neighbors, idiots. You never really know. So the recon is you staying long term to see if that particular area, if that particular vibe you got when you were on vacation is the same feeling you got when you were here long term. Okay, so recon is a big deal. I think recon is most important because, like I said, how do you know where you want to live? That one area, you were having so much fun, your blinders were on while you're on vacation. So that one area that you thought was the ish, you thought, oh man, I love this area, I'm living here. Long term, everyday wake up basis, you may not like that area. You maybe get roosters and motor coaches waking you up every single day and you ain't feeling it. So recon. Find out what you like, stay long term, whether it be a couple weeks, a month, or whatever, just to see if it's for you. Because you'd hate to move down here and then it's not for you. Also, renting, buying, I tell people all the time, you can buy. This is a very buyers-friendly market down here. But I want to make something really, really clear. This is not a country where you buy and sell. No short sales, no quick flips. If you buy something here, property, a house, condo, whatever, understand it's a long-term investment. There is no buying something and, okay, in 2 years I'm going to sell it. That's not how it works down here. Because in 2 years, you may get 25 to 30% less than you paid for, and that's facts. There's no such thing as buying something and running and selling it. It doesn't work like that. Because the way it works is I've seen people have $150,000 property and then were willing to take $100,000 offer. And then someone coming back with an $85,000 offer and they said no. And then when they sat on it, they said, you know what? I want to leave the country. I want to sell this property. I'll take it. So they went from 150 to 85,000. So just remember, if you buy something down here, think of it as long term. Maybe you want to rent it, Airbnb it. Maybe give it to your family, a vacation home, kids. I know a lot of guys right now trying to sell their properties and it's not being sold. It doesn't work like that. So you can buy down here pretty easily, but remember when you buy, it's long term. Okay, so as far as renting and buying, that's another thing about recon. Come down and learn that if you decide you want to buy it, okay, if I'm buying this is for life or for my kids or for my grandkids, whatever it is. Okay, or this is my long-term plan. I'm not leaving, whatever it is, okay? So recon, that's a big thing. Finances. How are you making money? I know a lot of guys that work from home. That's great for them because they make a U.S. salary down here in the Dominican Republic. If you can work from home, great engineers, computer guys, IT, all that, website designers, all that stuff. If you can do it, do it. Business, I will do a business video, but as far as business, the biggest advice I can give is don't come down here falling in love and starting a business. That's just the worst thing you can do, because you have to know the area, you have to have a product, you have to know what you're selling, you have to know who you're selling to, okay, whatever your business is. See, people look at me and they just go, well, you know, you have Flip-Flop. Yeah, Flip-Flop is one of 4 of my companies. Okay, and Flip-Flop is fairly new, but I've been building my brand in this country for years. So you're not just looking at some overnight success here. This is 10 years in the making. Most of these businesses, especially in this town, have put the test of time and built a brand. Okay, and that brand has stayed and people come to that brand. Some people only go to certain places because they know the brand. They don't know nothing about the owner, they don't know nothing about what they sell. They just know the brand and they go there. You know, so you're building a brand. That's what it is if you do business. Business is the same thing as buying property. It's long term. Because I've seen them come, I've seen them go. They come and go real quick. Because people just think with the American mindset or the up north mindset, thinking, oh, I'm going to open a business. It worked here, it could work there. It's not the same thing. Call centers, all types of stuff. So if you go into business, have a real strong plan and know your area, know who you're selling to, know how you're selling. Okay, and realize that you're trying to build a brand. You're not just trying to open up a business and make a couple bucks. You want to build something. It takes a little time to make money. So you got to build the brand up and become a normal location for people. Also, you can get a job. There's many places that hire English speakers down here, call centers as well, resorts, stuff like that. You know, are you willing to take a Dominican wage? It all depends. Now, you may get a little more than a local's wage because you speak English, maybe have a little more experience. And don't let anybody shame you, man. There's a lot of people down here working. I don't want to hear all that, oh, well, you living like a Dominican doing that. Let me tell you something. There's Dominicans that make money. Okay, so that's somebody who doesn't know the culture as far as trying to shame you to living in a certain area or working for a decent wage down here. You know, if you can get by, you can get by. Everybody doesn't have a 401k retirement, huge plan, all that. And those that do, and listen, they're going to live good. I know guys in retirement, you know, $4,000 goes a long way down here. So understand that. But don't let anybody shame you into, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. I know people came down here, got jobs, no issues, and they're living okay. You know, so your finances are a big thing. Like I said, recon, then finances. What is your plan? You know, you have to have, I believe everyone should have a plan. You know, even me, I didn't really have a plan, but I can tell you how I did things without a plan, and it may not work the same for you. Excuse me, it may not go the same for you. Honestly, I tell people, what I did, maybe later on in life, I think was kind of stupid, but that's the type of person I am. I just do things how I want to do them, and I decided to move down here, and I did. But not saying it's for everybody. But for those who think about doing it and want to do it, create a plan. You know, what is your plan? You are the master of your destiny. So what is your plan as far as changing your life and what way you want to change it? That's the how. How are you going to do it? You're going to do some recon. Check out the area you want to live and how you want to live. You're going to check your finances. How much money do you have to get by? What is your plan to make money, generate income, any type of way? Okay, so you're going to plan it all out. Do you want to live like a local? Do you want to live like you live in America? I mean, here's the biggest thing. Like I said, don't let anyone shame you in how you live. You can go and pay $1,500 for a crib, right? But then I can go and find the exact same type of crib, or bigger, or better, for $1,000 less. I mean, that's just you embracing the culture and learning and doing the recon. You know, I was coming down here in condos, and I was spending like $600 a week, $600 a week. And my boy, coach he goes, yo, G, get you an apartment, you bugging. First apartment was $400 for 30 days. Meanwhile, I'm paying $600 for a week. I didn't know. I had to learn. You know, I had to take the time to do the recon. You know, I had to go see where the Dominicans live and how much they pay. You know, and see the areas they live in. You know, people have this misconception everybody lives in paper, plastic, and aluminum huts. It's not true. A lot of people have got mansions and stuff. You know, but that's all part of embracing the culture. I know guys that live in the mountains. They built a house for $70,000 and just to be away from tourists and be all around the locals because they embrace the culture. And when I say embrace the culture, I mean speak the language, get to know the locals, get to know what they're going to be around. Actually really escape the matrix mindset, you know. And that house that cost them $70,000 to build in the mountains down here is like $200,000. But where they're at, you know, it's less because they're around the locals. You know, I see it all over. I travel a lot, and I've been places where I'll be like, what are you doing here? You know, and you get to see people like they're around. I go places where no one speaks English. And then for me to see someone else, a Canadian, European, or an American, and I'm like, why are you here? No one goes over here. They embrace the culture too. They took the time to say, you know what? I'm leaving the tourist stuff behind. I'm going to go live over here. You know, I'm going to live in the hood. I'm going to live locally. That's cool. You know, you can do it. It can be done as long as your lifestyle is fine, as long as you're happy. So like I said, don't let anybody shame you in how you live and how much you spend. You decide how you want to live. You're the master of your own destiny. So your comfort level may not be the same as my comfort level. You know, you want to live a certain way, and that's just, you know, you build your lifestyle around you and how you feel. Okay, so embracing the culture is a big deal with that. And I tell everybody you should embrace the culture. Excuse me, especially if you're going to live here. 1 second, run break. Especially if you plan on living here. How are you going to embrace the culture? How are you going to take the time to learn Spanish, to venture out into certain places? You know, you have to. Are you going to have somebody hold your hand the entire time? No, you've got to get out and explore. At the end of this video, there's a couple places you'll see. Most Americans ain't going there, and most Americans that went there, I brought them there. You know, because I venture out. I like to go do the local stuff. You know, party with the locals. So let's do it again. The how. Recon. Go over where you want to live. Go over how you want to live. You know, check the areas that you think you could live. You know, check different locations. You know, don't think that living amongst the locals is bad. I've lived amongst the locals, and they got some nice ass cribs. I've had some really nice cribs amongst the locals. Your finances. Check your finances. You know, how are you going to make money? What are you going to do? Are you going to work? Are you going to start a business? Are you going to work from home? You know, check that out. And then embrace the culture. All right, just speak some Spanish, even if it's basic Spanish, enough to get you to buy to communicate. You don't want somebody holding your hand all the time. You want to be able to talk on your own. You know, the biggest thing with me is I just go places and just let's talk. You know, and whatever happens, happens. And I always had a good time. So form that plan and get to your how. How will you live abroad? And once you do that, you might be ready to make the move. So we have living abroad why, and now living abroad how. Okay, Mr. Flip Flop, I'm glad you guys enjoy. Please subscribe, like, share, hit the notification button. I love all you guys. I'm out.
Out here in San Marco, in Campo, going to the pool, doing something different, showing you guys the Dominican life. How things are outside of the tourist areas. We in the mountains right now, all up in the mountains. Baby, baby. What's up, friends and family? It's Mr. Flip Flop. I got a treat for you guys today, man. We in the Campo, we in San Marco right now at the public pool in Puerto Plata. It's a little bit past Puerto Plata in San Marco in the mountain. I'm doing a mountain thing for today. You know, a nice pool. We here early though because I want to do a video without a lot of people in it. This place keeps jumping about 3 o'clock, so we here at 1:30 right now. El Manantial. Like I said, it's in the mountain in San Marco. Beautiful pool. Go up here, show you guys, man. Really nice area, man, in the Campo. There's another pool about a mile up the mountain. Smaller pool, El Cocho. Real nice, but we decided to stop at El Manantial ahora. I'm sorry, now. I'm sorry, I get caught up in my Spanish sometimes. All right, so we out here at El Manantial. Really nice pool. Like I said, right now there's nobody here, so I'm gonna just show you guys around. But it's gonna be jumping in about an hour. I just want to get this video in before everybody comes. After the motos pass, we're on a mountain road. You know, we're literally in the mountain right now. So we're walking up. Lots of pool rides in here. It's the entrance. Alright, a lot of seating area. Like I said, it's empty right now, but this is a new slide they just put in. This wasn't here last time I was here about 2 months ago. Okay. Little snack area, they put little grills and cookies, chips and all that. You hear the music going, it's a party spot. That's the big slide up there. Nice pool. The kiddie pool, VIP, all that. Bar and bathroom in the back over that way. Really nice, man, really nice. I used to come here a lot when I lived in Puerto Plata. I haven't been out here in a little while, but it's still a nice spot. Like I said, I'm gonna do another video when this place is gonna be jumping in about an hour, hour and a half. Like ridiculous. So you come out to San Marco, El Manantial, public pool. This thing is crazy. Today's Tuesday, so it's a contrabando. Contrabando in Spanish, or in Dominican, means, you know, bring your own bottle. So here what you do is, you bring your own bottle, and you have to buy the same bottle, basically. So anytime you see a flyer or a message that says contrabando, that means you can bring your own bottle, basically BYOB. A lot of spots do that. I used to do that. We don't have my Dominican bar. Real cool. Like I said, someone jumping in. This place is gonna be jumping in about an hour. I just want you guys to see that's another slide. This slide is new. It wasn't here when I was here last time. But really nice. All these chairs are gonna be packed in a minute. About another hour, it'll be lit out here. Bar in the back, full bar, kitchen, everything. You know, it's really nice out here. This is Puerto Plata, San Marcos. Mr. Flip Flop, you know, they gotta clean this pool. It looks a little crazy right now, but they usually clean it before everybody starts coming in. Very nice, man. So I'll give you guys another look when everybody start loading in here. But I wanted to bring you out here to check it out. El Manantial in Puerto Plata, San Marcos, up in the mountains. We in the mountain right now. We going where nobody else go, you know. And if you know me, you know I done did videos like this a million times. I'm everywhere, you know what I'm saying? I go everywhere they don't go.